Peter Griffin has destroyed a lot of stuff, and I do mean a lot of stuff. From crashing planes into neighborhoods to driving tanks through residential streets, Peter's caused billions of dollars in property damage. Today we're calculating exactly how much Peter Griffin has cost the city of Quahog. And trust me, the number is insane. Let's get into it. Let's start with one of Peter's smaller disasters. In The Wolf of Wall Street, Peter and the guys are running the Drunken Clam while Jerome is out of town taking care of his sick mother.
Sorry, fellas. I just got a call. My mom had a stroke. I've got to go back to Long Island and see her.
Things are going well at first. They're getting customers, making money, and actually doing a decent job. But then Peter has a terrible idea.
Hey guys, I had a great idea.
He thinks people love mechanical bulls, so he decides to bring in a real bull.
You know how people love mechanical bulls? Well, I got something even better.
The guys try to warn him that this is a terrible idea.
A real bull? That thing gets mad, it'll destroy the bar.
But Peter doesn't listen. He brings a live bull into a crowded bar, and exactly what you'd expect happens. The bull goes absolutely crazy. The bull tears through the Drunken Clam, destroying tables, chairs, the bar itself, and even a memorial painting of Jerome's mother. The entire bar is wrecked. There's broken glass, splintered wood, and complete chaos. The city costs here include police and EMS response, building code inspections, health department reinspection, and all the property damage. The estimated public spend is $35,000 to $80,000. In the Cleveland-Loretta quagmire, Peter builds a helicopter in his garage called the Peter Copter.
Quick, to the Peter Copter!
And he decides to fly it through his residential neighborhood. Peter takes off in the Peter Copter, but he has no idea how to fly it. The helicopter blades are still spinning as he crashes through his neighbor's yard.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh my God! Oh.
Tearing up lawns and driveways. The helicopter blades rip through Joe's yard, destroying his lawn and driveway.
Joe! Joe, get inside! The blades are still spinning!
Peter, what is that thing?
Joe, get
It's
inside!
tearing up my yard!
Oh God!
God!
No! No!
Then it crashes into other properties, causing damage to multiple homes. There's also a fire hazard from the fuel and sparks. The city costs include fire department response, street and right-of-way cleanup, utility safety checks, and traffic control. The estimated public spend is $40,000 to $120,000. Peter just destroyed his entire neighborhood with a homemade helicopter. That's another $100,000 added to the bill. In Tales of a Third Grade Nothing, Peter buys an indoor hot air balloon. Yes, an indoor hot air balloon. And he flies it straight through Cleveland's house. Peter inflates the hot air balloon inside his own house and then flies it directly into Cleveland's house. The balloon crashes through the walls, causing massive structural damage. There are holes in the walls, broken windows, and debris everywhere. The city has to respond with fire department personnel and building inspectors. The city costs include fire department response, structural safety inspection, and right-of-way debris removal. The estimated public spend is $20,000 to $60,000. In Hell Comes to Quahog, Peter gets into a feud with a superstore owner.
Hang on there, Slick. Now I see your game. We come in here wanting a practical...
And Peter's solution, buy a military tank and drive it through residential streets. Peter drives a full-size military tank through Quahog's residential neighborhoods.
Joe, my God, what happened?
It just ran over me, you bastard!
The tank tears up roads, destroys sidewalks, crushes curbs, and damages medians. It's a weapon of war being driven through a suburban neighborhood. The tank's weight and treads cause severe damage to the road surface. Sidewalks are crushed, curbs are demolished, and there's potential damage to underground utilities like water and sewer lines. The city costs include road and sidewalk repair, curb and median replacement, utility surveys and repairs, and police response. The estimated public spend is $300,000 to $800,000. Peter just drove a tank through Quahog and caused almost $1 million in damage. The city's infrastructure is destroyed, and taxpayers are footing the bill. Peter's fights with the giant chicken Ernie have caused massive destruction across Quahog. In Da Boom, one of their fights causes a freeway pileup and a tanker truck explosion. Peter and Ernie are fighting on the freeway when they cause a massive multi-car pileup. Cars crash into each other, creating a chain reaction. Then a tanker truck explodes, causing even more damage. The explosion creates a hazmat situation. There's fuel everywhere. Multiple vehicles are destroyed, and the freeway has to be shut down for cleanup. Emergency services have to respond with hazmat teams. The city costs include highway closure and traffic management, EMS and police overtime, hazmat spill cleanup, and tow contracts. The estimated public spend is $1.5 million to $4 million. This single chicken fight cost Quahog up to $4 million, and this is just one of many chicken fights. Peter's rivalry with Ernie has cost the city tens of millions. In blind ambition, another chicken fight causes a multi-car pileup that leads to a train collision. This is one of the most destructive chicken fights in the series. Peter and Ernie's fight on the roadway causes cars to crash into each other. The chain reaction continues until a train gets involved. The train derails and crashes, causing massive destruction. A train derailment is a catastrophic event. There's damage to the rail infrastructure, the crossing signals, the train cars themselves, and all the surrounding property. Emergency services have to respond immediately. The city costs include rail incident response, crossing and signaling inspections, EMS and police overtime, and debris clearance. The estimated public spend is $1 million to $3 million. Another chicken fight, another $1 million in damage. Peter and Ernie have single-handedly bankrupted Quahog's emergency services budget. But the train crash isn't even the worst part of that fight. In the same episode, Peter and Ernie crash into a ship, which breaks free and plows through multiple city blocks. The ship destroys buildings, roads, utilities, and everything in its path. This is catastrophic urban destruction. Multiple buildings are demolished, roads are torn up, and the city's infrastructure is devastated. This is the kind of damage you see in disaster movies. The city costs include massive road and utility damage, structural assessments for every damaged building, wide area emergency response, and extensive cleanup operations. The estimated public spend is in the millions. This single incident could cost Quahog $15 million. A ship just carved through the downtown area because Peter was fighting a chicken. That's not normal. In No Chris Left Behind, Peter and Ernie's fight reaches new heights. Literally, they fight in an airplane cockpit, causing the plane to crash over the town. And then a Ferris wheel breaks loose. Peter yanks the flight controls out of the cockpit while fighting Ernie. This causes the plane to lose control and crash over Quahog. The plane comes down in a populated area, causing massive destruction. But it gets worse. The plane crash causes a Ferris wheel to break loose from a carnival. The Ferris wheel rolls through the streets of Quahog, crushing cars and destroying property. This is a mass casualty event. There's aviation incident support, EMS overtime for potential casualties, utility checks across the affected area, and urban debris clearance. The city has to mobilize every emergency service. The city costs include aviation incident support, mass casualty readiness, and EMS overtime, utility checks, and urban debris clearance. The estimated public spend is $2 million to $6 million. Peter caused a plane crash and a runaway Ferris wheel in the same incident. Quahog's emergency services are completely overwhelmed. In Finders Keepers, Peter creates a fake treasure map and spreads it around town.
Griffin, who appears to have found a clue to a hidden treasure.
That's right, Tom, and I sincerely hope that the caption beneath me doesn't say local fatty.
This causes the entire population of Quahog to start tearing up public spaces looking for treasure. People start digging up parks, tearing up streets, and destroying public property. Everyone in Quahog is convinced there's treasure buried somewhere, so they're destroying the city to find it. Parks are completely torn up, grass is ripped out, trees are damaged, and playground equipment is destroyed. Streets have holes dug in them, public spaces are left in ruins. The city has to repair all the parks, fill in all the holes in the streets, and restore every public space that was damaged. This is widespread destruction caused by Peter's stupid prank. The city costs include park restoration, street repairs, public space cleanup, and potential lawsuits from injured citizens. The estimated public spend is $500,000 to $2 million. So let's add it all up. The bull in the bar cost up to $80,000. The Peter copter cost up to $120,000. The hot air balloon cost $60,000. The tank rampage cost $800,000. The freeway tanker explosion cost $4 million. The train collision cost $3 million. The ship through downtown cost $15 million. The airplane crash cost $6 million. And the treasure map chaos cost $2 million. That's a total of over $31 million in documented public spending. But that's just what we can calculate from these specific incidents. Peter has caused countless other disasters that we didn't even cover. If you include all the chicken fights, all the car crashes, all the building damage, and all the emergency responses Peter has caused over 20 seasons, the real number is probably over $100 million. Peter Griffin has cost the city of Quahog over $100 million. That's more than triple the GDP of a small town. Peter has single-handedly bankrupted his hometown through sheer stupidity and recklessness. And the worst part, he's never been held accountable. Peter just keeps destroying Quahog, and the taxpayers keep paying for it. That's the real tragedy here. So there you have it. Peter Griffin has cost Quahog over $100 million in property damage and public spending. From bulls in bars to ships through downtown, Peter has destroyed everything. Which incident was the most expensive? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.